explosive sneezing, $2,000 in clothes purchases, and red lipstick smeared all over my lips. What do these things have in common? Me, when I decide to just go with it while traveling. When the invitation showed up in the mail, postmarked from Denmark, to a wedding for Rebecca's friend Metalisa, everything seemed to be working out. Look at that. I am free on that day. Plane flights, not too expensive. This is amazing. We might actually be able to pull this off. A wedding in Denmark for Rebecca's friend. This could be unbelievable. Bought our tickets. Everything seemed to be going well. In fact, we even got a chance to stay with the bride and groom instead of paying for a hotel. This was going to be great. I had learned that they had cats, which I'm allergic to. Wouldn't be the end of the world. They promised to clean the place. Just go with it. I showed up at the airport, met my wife who was already in Europe. She works occasionally in Germany. Again, it just worked out. She was already going to be in Europe. Met her there at the airport. Went to baggage claim. Who knows where this is going? First bump in the road. The bags weren't there. It was Friday morning. We weren't leaving for the wedding location in Sweden for another 24 hours. I figured, fill out my baggage receipts. They'd get the bags to me for sure. Just go with it. Show up at the apartment. And it's a beautiful wood floor apartment. Nice fabric furniture that the cats just love to lay all over. It is so nice to meet you, Christoph, who is the groom. Metalisa, great to see. Oh, great to see. Great. Oh. Luckily, I knew the vampire sneeze method. Anyone seen this before? Because if I'd have done this, I guarantee you she would not have wanted to shake my hand at that point. That night, I didn't get much sleep. Neither did my wife, Rebecca. It was back and forth to the Kleenex box, finally bringing it to bed with me. However, I knew the next day we were leaving. I just needed to put the same exact clothes on that I had been wearing the entire time and hope my suit showed up for the wedding that night. Got a call from Scandinavian Air. We're not going to be able to get you your bag today. No, we can't deliver it 100 miles further away to Sweden. Turned out I was going to need some clothes. Especially because I was still wearing the cat-covered, fur-infested jacket and shirt and jeans that I'd shown up in. I needed something new. We went to the department store to get me the usual underwear, jeans. By the way, I now understand why Wrangler is so lucrative for Brett Favre. It's not for the $14 pair of jeans you buy here at Walmart. When you try to buy Wranglers in Denmark, $100 I paid for a pair of Wrangler jeans. The big ticket item though, it was a formal wedding. I couldn't go in jeans and a t-shirt. I needed a suit. And I needed one that was available that day. It couldn't be tailored. It had to be ready to go. Luckily, there was a short, fat Swedish guy who had decided not to keep his suit. I'm just kidding. It was an American who'd left it. And the bad news was it was $1,600. This was all the airline's fault. I'm sure they'll pay for it. Write the check, just go with it. Got my suit. I'm off to the wedding. It's a beautiful affair. And these Swedes and Danes are so nice, they just keep offering me drinks. Try this, Jeremy. Try this, Jeremy. And I did. Which is why when they did their lovely wedding tradition of the bride leaves the room and all the women come and give big kisses to the groom with lipstick on their mouth and plant it on his face so that when the bride comes back, he's covered in kisses. Well, I just thought that wasn't fair. Why would the groom be the only one who gets big lipstick covered kisses? When the groom left the room, I said, somebody should put a big lipstick covered kiss on the bride's face. My wife said, here you go, Jeremy.
Oh, no.
I may have had a little too much at that point. As I wandered up to the bride and saw the horrified look on her face, it was possible I should have backed off. But I had liquid courage. Bam! Right there. Went back to my seat. And when the groom came back, he looked at his wife, looked around the room. What? Luckily, Christoph has a good sense of humor.
Yes.
I returned to America, $2,000 poorer, some holes in my memory, and on ephedra, which is a wonder drug because people wondered why you kept having heart attacks. See, the FDA isn't as vigilant over there. There is no FDA in Europe. They just hand you bad drugs. I survived. I'm here. Are there times when just go with it should be tempered? Probably. But man, did I have fun. Mr. Toastmaster.